Yeah. So let me share my screen for you. So as I mentioned, it's important, it's very important again for you to know the different parameters of the protein. So what is the first parameter of the protein, sorry, gene you would like to know? First, you are supposed to understand what is the size of your gene. How many bases does it contain? Like that, such kind of information is very much required, right? So, so let us go to a tool from Emboss. So you remember what was Emboss? Emboss needle, Emboss water. So they were like alignment tools. If you have like only two gene sequences, if you have to align, you have to do Emboss needle, Emboss water, and all, right? So here is so again the word count tool from bioinformatics.nl this is powered by Emboss. It tells you that you have to paste your sequence here, right? So you can take some sequence from. I will give you your sequences today. Your DNA sequences I will give you. Just a minute. Yes, so this is somebody's sequence. So let me check what is the name of this protein here. Circumsporozoite. I don't know to whom I have given this. They have not turned up. So this is a sequence of circumsporozoite. Very important protein actually. This is of so much study with regard to malaria. So let me give you this sequence for this word count. So it tells you how much is the size of your sequence, right? So just run word count. So it is telling you, it's not giving you complete file, just a minute. So what you're supposed to do is, it has so many gaps, right? So it will also count the gaps. So to remove gaps in any, whenever you are working with gene sequence or protein sequence. So when you copy your sequence from FASTA file or wherever, you copy your sequence in the URL. For any browser, we have this is URL site, right? When you paste it in the URL, all the spaces will be removed. So from there again, you take Control A and you do Control X. So you don't have any spaces and you can paste it in your thing. So see, now it is not having any gaps. So and you submit the section, you submit the run window. Still it is okay. Just hold on a minute. Just a second. Yes. So when we so when we have submitted this the gene sequence to the GC calculator, so it is giving you it is also giving you some graphical kind of representation wherein like what is the spread out, what is the spread out of the GC content in the regions, like that you see like higher GC content in like peak in these regions, but finally when you see when you are getting the summary, so the full length is, it is telling you 726 base pairs. So among 726 you have is almost like 218 amino acids is A, and T is 180, right? Then you have your G and G is 139, 118, right? Maybe this G sequence is little not like very high 80 rich, but many sequences that I have identified from the trichomonas were like having high GC. So this is how you will be able to find how much is ATGC. This is important for you when you go for like primer designing like that, because you know there you have annealing extension like that. So if you have to calculate your annealing extensions, that time these 80 GC regions are very important. And the same page you are getting even the length of your protein, the length of your gene, right? So then what I was asking you to do a blast, right? So again with the help of genome sequences or gene sequence, if you do a, because now what is that, you have previously you had protein in your hand, so with the help of protein you tried to search what are the proteins that were present in the database, and you tried to match with the available proteins, and you could get some closely related proteins like that. But you have in your hand the nucleotide related information, right? So that time you have to do the nucleotide blast. So when you click onto the nucleotide blast, but here you see you have to give the FASTA sequence, right? So give me a sequence and give an greater than symbol. This becomes your FASTA sequence and you give the blast. Some error, it contains no sequence data. I think there is some gap. This is blast N. Blast N is nucleotide. If you give a greater than symbol, it should give you. But what is that? It is telling you query contains no data. It doesn't contain. Just a second. You should give. Just be online. Let me stop it. Yeah. So let us go to the blast. Yes. So the sequence what you have submitted to the blast does not found any significant similarities. So somewhere we are going wrong, but this is the most significant protein that we have been working with the blast. So when I take this sequence to the blast, so I have highlighted the regions ATG also. You can find out because some are in capital, some are in small. I don't know whether it will accept or not. Just a second. Yeah. So let me copy this sequence and give it to blast. So blast, you know, whether you submit your DNA sequence or protein sequence, accordingly it will copy and accordingly it will search and it will give you the best possible result search that is present in the database. So I have submitted my CP8 to the blast. Again, it is telling you query contains no sequence data. I remember we have to give the capital letters. Let me check. I can do it here itself. All capitals. I think we have to submit uppercase because long back I have done it. So these are all because it comes with practice only. We may not have to remember. It will tell you all signals you will be able to identify very easily, right? Just we'll give a greater than symbol so that I think we have to give the capital letters only. Still it is not taking. So maybe we will try after some time because it is showing error means sometimes the database may be under maintenance. That also may be possible, right? Because we are sure that we are giving a DNA sequence without any gap. We are giving the greater than symbol and we are giving some sequence. So it should take. So let's wait for some time and I will give you your DNA sequences in your workplace. So you have to go to this site. From this site, this is not working. Sometimes some tools will not work, doesn't matter. So I will give you this GC percentage calculator sequence. So using this, you can use it. You can get the GC percentage of your sequence. Then you have to do the blast N. You have to do the blast N. Then you can get here closely related nucleotide sequence. All right. So you try it today. Right now, I will give you your uh, gene sequence also here. Okay. So what you're supposed to do today is that you have to do the UniProt analysis for your protein. How means you just check. Already you have done all the parameters, but you go and check in your database whether they are updated. So when they will update, if somebody tries to work, if they publish the results, and based on that only they will recheck and they will update like that. Right? You go and check, give your protein ID, accession number, and try to check what are the different parameters that are updated, and are they matching with your parameters, your calculated parameters. You please check. Then you do the DNA parameters prediction. Then you do this DC percentage calculator using the link, and you do the blast. Okay. So after you blast, you also do the multiple sequence alignment. Multiple sequence alignment using Clustal W or Clustal Omega, whatever you had. You did Clustal W or Clustal Omega? What did you?
Clustal Omega, ma'am.
Yeah. So using Clustal Omega, you do the multiple sequence alignment also. Okay, you complete this part. So almost like we will be done with the basic analysis of your gene. Then I will from the genome sequence, you have a tool called as ORF finder. How you can find from which region to which region is your gene. So that also I will tell you in the next. Okay. So now I will give you your,
Ma'am,
yeah, tell me.
ma'am, do we need to continue some proteins only? After section, we need to do this.
I'm not getting.
We need to continue this nucleotide after 3D structure of protein only, ma'am, or
Yes.
new page.
Same page. In the same page, Amma. Now below your names here, this is your names, right? So below your name, I will give you one more row, and there I will give you your gene sequence. Okay, here it will not fit, right? So below I will give you one. Just a second, I will insert a row below. All right. So here I will give you. Here I will give you your merge cells. Here I will give you your gene sequence. So what was your protein ID? This was your protein ID, right? Just a second, because I have been working with many proteins. This is not found in this page. Maybe I will check in which of my page your protein is present, and from there I will give you your gene sequence. Don't worry about searching the gene sequence from the database, because if I give you some ID, it will be easy for you to find. Just how I showed you for your insulin and all, like very popular proteins. Popular means many people have worked, you have the IDs, but these are not popular proteins, not many people have worked. It will be difficult for you to find out from which region to which region your gene sequence falls. It is like very big, it will take a lot of time. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I have the sequences with me. I will give you, right? So let me check where is your protein. Hmm. Just a second. What was the name of your protein, Shubhangini? Clan. It is not
Clan,
clan.
clan MAMA.
Just I'm scrolling. This is circumsporozoite. This was some rough page I was doing in the beginning. This is serine threone proteases, tetraspanins. What was the name I have given? It is not there in this page. So it is there some other page. I will find out and give you. Okay, so for three of you, I will give you the sequences now. Okay, so you do this part. And regarding your conference, I also did not get any mail. I don't know whether that conference was held or not. Maybe we will wait for some time. So if they are publishing our papers anyway, they'll get back to us. So meanwhile, I'm trying to find out some very low cost journal wherein we can try to publish our papers, right? So this protein part we will publish separately, and genome part we will publish separately. That will be like you will have two papers: genome prediction of some protein parameters, prediction of some DNA parameters of your protein of interest. So two papers we will do. But if some free publishing, I was searching, but it is not working. Okay, not an issue. Okay, if 2-3 people together also you can publish so that you can share it. Okay, so anyway, I will get back to that. So to day after tomorrow, we will have one more last. You complete till here. We will wind up day after tomorrow. Okay, till whatever we have done, they will complete day after tomorrow, and prepare your DNA paper also you have to prepare.